Here's absolutely everything you need to know about this bracelet right here, the Behapi Double Tour. Now, this is without a shadow of a doubt one of my favorite bracelets in my collection, and it so happens to be one of the ones from Hermes. So, the Behapi Double Tour is a leather bracelet that comes in two different styles. It comes in the version you see here, that's the Double Tour, which means that it wraps around your wrist 2 times. But if you look on the Hermes website or you go into store, you'll also see the Hapi 3 bracelet. That one, accordingly, wraps around the wrist 3 times. Now, the interesting thing about it is that there's no price difference between the two. Both of these bracelets cost, whether it's the Double Tour or in the 3 version, $340. And this is actually really reassuring because, as we know, price increases are a big thing in the luxury world and can be pretty much downright frustrating. And this bracelet has only increased $10 in cost from the time that I bought it back in 2020. I have my receipt here and it shows that I bought this bracelet for $330. So in 2 years, it's only gone up $10, which to me feels very fair. Now we know that Hermes likes to name their pieces after, someone significant, either someone that was like inspiration or a muse for the piece or someone that designed it. And this one kind of follows some of those rules. So the reason it's called the Behapi is B actually is like a code for the fact that it uses 2 leathers, because we'll talk about it, but this bracelet is actually reversible. So the B indicates that it's got 2 leathers and it's a reversible bracelet. Now the Hapi actually comes from the name of the person who designed it, Pierre Hardy, who was a big designer for Hermes. So they basically took the first 2 letters of his first name and the first 2 letters of his last name and mashed them together to get Hapi. And then I guess tour, I don't know, I guess it's like going around your wrist. I didn't really find anything about why it's called tour. Now in terms of the version that I have, this bracelet is actually the T2 size, which is the second smallest size for bracelets from Hermes. They go from T1 to T4, T1 being the smallest, T4 being the largest. And honestly, I probably should have gotten it in a T1 size because as you can see, it's a little bit, spacious around the wrist, and I kind of like my stuff to be a bit tighter. So if I were to buy another one, which honestly I would, if I found another cute color combo, I would probably go with the T1 size. Now, my version has swift leather on both sides. This side you can see here is Nata, and on the other side, it is in Etupe. So let me undo it. Oh, not very graceful about that, but let me undo it so you can see the Etupe color. So there's the Etupe and there's the Nata. And then very clearly, obviously, the buckle here is in gold hardware. Now, in terms of comfort and wear on this bracelet, this is an extremely comfortable bracelet. I really like, putting it on, I don't ever notice it's there. I don't really have any type of jingling or jangling or moving with it. So I think it's a very user-friendly bracelet. It's very low key, low maintenance. And I also like that there's no visible branding on it. You wouldn't look at this and know that it's an Hermes bracelet unless you know it's an Hermes bracelet, right? Unless you are in the know of the luxury community. So I really like that. Also, in terms of wear and tear, I think that this bracelet has worn very well over time. If you take a look at the leather here, especially considering the fact that it's Nata on one side, which is a very light white color, there are no marks on the leather except for there are creases from the buckle. So it's kind of similar to a belt in that sense where you will see a little bit of creasing on the buckle, but so far I've not seen any marks, any scratches on the bracelet. And this really surprised me because you all know Swift leather has a reputation for being very soft, and very susceptible to scratches, to nicks, things like that. And so I was actually kind of nervous getting it in this leather, but honestly, there's not a single scratch on it. So I think that it wears very well over time, especially because for those of you that are watching this channel, you know that I wear this bracelet a lot. It's a good neutral. I wear a lot of whites, grays, blacks. So it goes great with most of my wardrobe. So I do wear it a lot. This is not something that's been sitting in my jewelry case. The one area of this bracelet that has not worn so well is the buckle. However, this is not isolated to the Behapi bracelet. This is with any type of like fashion jewelry or costume jewelry that you get from Hermes. Like for any of you all that have click clacks, you all know that like the metal does scratch quite easily. So if you are looking for something that you want it to stay pristine and you don't like there to be like nicks on the metal, this probably isn't the right bracelet for you. But for those of you that are following along, those of you that are members of the family, you all know that like I don't mind if like signs of like age and wear show on my things within reason, right? So overall, like it doesn't bother me that there is any type of wear and tear here. So I think it's fine. I really also like the overall like minimalistic approach of this bracelet. You can see that there aren't all these like fussy details. Like the only bit of stitching that you can see on it is right here at the buckle. And it's just one little set of stitching that doesn't actually show once the bracelet is tied up. So let me just like tie it up so you can kind of see. Oh, did I mess that up? It's hard to do it when it's not like on your wrist. Hang on 1 second. Okay, so you can see that I am going to do it up right here. Do it up, buckle it up, I don't know, close it up, what should I call it? Let me just close it up right here. So you can see that the only bit of stitching is covered when you have the bracelet closed, and you would never be able to wear this bracelet open. So you can't even see that one bit of stitching. So overall, I mean, I love this bracelet. It's easygoing, it's low key, it's still very luxurious, and it goes with a lot of my wardrobe, so I really like it. Also, there's one really cute detail that I really appreciate, and I think that, you know, for you like true luxury lovers, you all will understand what I'm talking about. Like luxury is in the details, right? Even like the smallest, like tiniest little bit of like a detail, something that only you see, makes something feel a little bit more special, a little bit more elevated, and this bracelet is no exception, you know? If I'm able to get it in the shot, you know, there's a tiny little bit here engraved on the inside of the buckle that says Hermes. So I really like that. It makes it feel a little bit like extra special to me. Also, I mean, relative to like Hermes's total portfolio of items, it's a pretty affordable bracelet. I think it's also one of your great like first items to buy at Hermes. This was actually one of the first items I got from Hermes when I started shopping there. And so it was a nice little way to like kind of dip my toe into the Hermes pool without spending like, you know, $10,000 or whatever. So I really liked it. Now in terms of availability, this bracelet is widely available. You can find it online, you can find it in stores, like, and it comes in a zillion different colorways. Like there are so many different combinations. So whether you like neutrals or if you want like some bright pops of color, like chances are there is a combo of the Behapi Double Tour that you are going to like. And another thing that's really nice is even though this version that I have is only Swift leather on both sides, like it's the same leather all the way around. Actually, a lot of the different combinations come in different types of leathers. So one side might be Swift, but another one might be Epsom. I think I've also seen Chev. I don't think I've ever seen like Togo or Clemence, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just means like I probably haven't seen it. So there are a lot of different combinations. You can also obviously find it in both gold and silver. I don't think I've seen any rose gold ones in the Behapi, but I will correct myself if I'm wrong. But still, like you've got a lot of different options, so pretty sure you'll be able to find a combination that you like. So overall, do I recommend this bracelet? Yes. The only downside that I see is like the wear that you tend to get on the metal, but other than that, I think it's a gorgeous bracelet and I highly recommend it. So those are my thoughts on the Behapi Double Tour. If you have any other questions, if there's anything else you want to know that I didn't answer, definitely drop them down in the comments below. And if you have a Behapi either Double Tour or the Behapi 3, let me know what you think of the bracelet. Do you like it? Is it something that you wear every day? Or is there anything that you're not really so crazy about? Drop that in the comments below too. Now, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, I would love it if you could just give this video a little like, just give a little thumbs up down in the corner below. And if you haven't already, what are you doing? You need to subscribe to my channel so that way you can get all my latest content about all things shopping and Hermes delivered straight to you. Thank you again for watching. My name is Lily and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye everyone.